Every dime is a flavor. I'm set to the plate.
And a view at dusk out over Temple Square in the entertainment district of City Creek here in Utah. The Utah Jazz have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court at the Energy Solutions Arena here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Only one game away from San Antonio here. The Spurs will be back home for the next one. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And, guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be. Angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Just 5 on the clock. Hayward can't hit. Jazz on D. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Here's Gobert following the score by Tony Parker. And Favors kicks to Hood. Gobert with a screen on Green. They get it back. Goes up again, and Gobert with the lay-in.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Aldridge, and another basket for San Antonio.
How nice was that? Aldridge has such great form and extension on that shot.
Hayward outside. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Hayward with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And Gobert kicks to Favors. And Gasol sends it back to the middle. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Leonard. Parker's got his second bucket.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Gobert with a screen on Green. Here's Hood. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And Derek Favors with the slam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Jazz trail by 3. Hill passes to Hood. Gobert with a screen on Green. Hill has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Favors with a screen on Parker. And Favors kicks to Hayward. A rebound by the Spurs. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
Leonard against Hayward. And the wide open shot from Green. Hill pulls it in.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Hayward. No good. Great D that time from Green. Leonard, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hayward dishes to Hill. Back to Hayward. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
San Antonio on defense, leading by 5.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Boy, you've got to give credit to the defense. I mean, this is where you want to really work for quality looks. Try to get that confidence back.
And Utah has possession. On its way from Hayward for 2.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Spurs working the ball around now. Outside Hill. And Parker comes with the help. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Hill passes to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. Spurs leading by 3. Parker with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Hill against Parker. Favors with the screen. Inside. It's deflected. And stolen by Aldridge. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Aldridge. And that's now 6 points for Tony Parker. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. Burks, he's checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for George Hill.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Anderson. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Lee with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. That one goes. Count it. Ginobili's got his second bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Hayward. Another key contributor to that nice win against Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot, and that one's good by Favors.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Screen by Lee. Ginobili with the ball. Now defended by Exum. And Ginobili. Here we go. And Derek. Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Ginobili outside. There's the three, and that one's good. Ginobili's got his... third basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Exum. Quiet so far. Offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lyles no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The kick out to Anderson. Stolen by Exum. Nato covered by Mills. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Ginobili, and he gets the bucket. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Mills after Alec Burks' score. From the arc, and Patrick Mills gets the three.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out. Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's Dedmon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The dish now to Lee. There's the steal. And Exum with a clear path to the hoop. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Suns.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Here's Ginobili and the official. Whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
Pass to Lyles. 3 seconds left. No good. So as and speaking of the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution developed very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. George Hill out there with Hood, and it's Hibbert in its center. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Parker. Inside, here's Gasol, and Hibbert with the block. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Utah. Gasol hits them both. Jazz trail by 15. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Feeds to Hill. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his third rebound tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
To the inside, here's Hood. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Green with the block. Leonard kicks to Parker. They kick it out to Green from deep three-point range. The shot is off, so Utah will take it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now, here's Parker. He's got 6. Leonard attacking. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Hill.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now here's Parker. Passes it to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they struggled and are in such a hole.
Pick up by Hill. Hibbert kicks to Hill. Green with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact. Hill playing well. He has 8 points and a steal.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
And Parker drops them both.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the strike.
Hill against Parker. Hibbert with a screen on Parker. Hibbert with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Gobert. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Now here's Gasol. A 14-point game for him in the win against Houston. That shot wide open. 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gobert the screen. Hayward with a screen for Hill. He dishes it to Hood. Here's Gobert, and he dunks it down.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Jazz trail by 12. Here's Hood. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Nobody near Leonard. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Jazz have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And yes, sir, that one drops. That's 10 points for Tony Parker.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Utah calls timeout. So Utah ends up going with a new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. So it's Utah now, down by 12. Burks dishes to Favors. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Spurs. That's good from Ginobili. On the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again.
Oh! That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. There's a good screen. Exum with it, picked up by Ginobili. They're running. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge... lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Exum. And just miss after miss right now.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
5 straight buckets conceded in transition.
Greg, and it starts with court balance, I think. Typically, the guards have to be alert and ready to prevent the runouts and that first initial point of attack.
Nato. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
The feed to Exum. The 11-footer, and the jumper falls for him.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Drills. It from outside. Ginobili's got 17.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Burks in the corner. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 13-4 run. There's the screen. He lobs it up. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Dedmon passes to Mills. Screen by Lee. Mills dishes to Lee. Rebound, Utah.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Derek Favors.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Dedmon passes to Ginobili. Screen by Lee. To the middle. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Favors. Here's Burks. Rejected by Ginobili. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to go. The Jazz go the other way with it. And now Utah, fast break. Lyles no good.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Launches a 3, and it's Patty Mills. With the 3. Mills has got 6.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Spurs.
Well, David, obviously a very strong...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the... Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchups because they are getting eaten alive.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 17 points and 4 assists. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Good. 12 points for Parker.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Favors with the screen. The drive by Hill. Left block shot on the way. That one a little long. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Leonard, no luck.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that one down.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Pass to Gasol. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Utah shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And it's Hill penetrating. Unloads from 9. That's good. Hill's got 10 points. So it's the Spurs now. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. 5th on the list, Gordon Hayward.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it. But they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Remains Utah ball.
Favors with the screen. Up top, Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors in the post. Aldridge is covering.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And Favors kicks to Hood. Down low. Here's Hill. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
San Antonio making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Gordon Hayward. Averaging about 19 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
And the Jazz making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. Gobert the screen. Hayward outside. Gobert with a screen for Hayward. He feeds it to Hibbert. His first shot coming late, and that one hits back iron.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Back to Green, to the left wing. Anderson dishes to Gasol. A rebound by the Jazz. In transition, here come the Jazz. Deflects the pass, stolen by Anderson. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And stolen by Hood. In transition, here come the Jazz. Hayward leading the charge.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Parker passes to Gasol. Aldridge, powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Parker against Hill. Hayward goes in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day.
The pass to Aldridge. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Gasol. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. He has 12 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause. How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Outside, Green. Parker can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Hibbert. And they're pushing it up. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Parker. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
The Jazz with the timeout.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Dante Exum in for Hill. San Antonio also making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Ginobili. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Aldridge. It's tipped. Burks with the steal. The floater. Nice D from Ginobili. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Exum passes to Lyles, and stolen by Aldridge.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes, have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Exum passes to Lyles. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Aldridge a screen. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Rebound, Utah. Hayward's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Poked loose. Mills with the steal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside to make them beat you from deep. Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Aldridge a screen. Mills dishes to Aldridge. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Aldridge has got 10 points in just the second half. Exum passes to Favors. Nato covered by Mills. And then Favors with the dunk.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Aldridge a screen. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Dishes to Mills. Back to Anderson. Here's Aldridge. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 3rd rebound tonight. And even 3-on-3 break. Stolen by Anderson. Ginobili outside. The 3 from Mills. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Mills has got 13.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Down low and stolen by Favors. The dish to Burks. Lets it go with a three. Good. He has 7. Here's Ginobili. He's got 19. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. And another basket for San Antonio.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Jazz shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Nato, he's covered by Murray. To the inside, here's Lyles. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter, we've got D. David Lee is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bertson in at the 4 slot. And here's Utah. Pass to Lyles. Lee with the steal. Leonard, the open look. The 15-footer. Good. Leonard's got 21.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Nato, he's covered by Murray. Passes it to Lyles. Now, here's Decker. He's covered by Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hood. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. Here's Simmons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And that one's good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Hibbert with the screen. Pass to Lyles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
Oh!
Jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And Kevin, lots of stand. Around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Here's Hibbert, and Utah again with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking. Shakes off the... Strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Leonard's got 23.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's the break, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Decker with it. He's picked up by Lee. Takes it from 10. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Murray dishes to Leonard. Here's Lyles. Nato. He's covered by Murray. Decker passes to Lyles. And Utah again with the bucket. The Spurs have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. There's the pass to Bertans. He kicks it to Leonard. Lets it go from 14. Again, Leonard missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Nato, he's covered by Murray. Feeds it to Decker. Again, the Jazz score.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Now Murray. Here's Bertans. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Lyles. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Murray kicks to Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Nato, he's covered by Murray. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for Jazz. Dante Exum. George Hill.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Here's Lyles, covered by Lee. The 3 from Hill. The putback, and then Hibbert with the dunk. Here's Murray. Screen by Lee. Murray dishes to Lee. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And he slams it one-handed.
And, Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high. but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
Green passes to Murray. Back to Green, launches it, and again it's San Antonio with a three.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Tony Parker's checked in for D. Exum kicks to Hibbert. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Gasol. Bertans passes to Parker. Spurs passing it around. No good on the triple.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Hibbert with the screen. Decker with a screen for Exum. Knocks down the 3-ball.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
To the inside. 14 feet away. No good from Lee.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Bertans passes to Parker. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Hibbert. Great D that time from Green. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's... Right, this was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Aldridge. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And now Utah, fast break. And Decker scoops it in.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Parker outside. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Lyles. And it's Utah's ball. Hill dishes to Exum. It's back to Hill. Here's Lyles. Great D that time from Green. From deep. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no.
Well, Pal,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal,